My brother, I'ma get this paper, was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his first pass is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
He's brought down.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5 yard line. The former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington offense.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6 yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll run now with Brown. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably... Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
On the carry.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Now it's Brown. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Brown. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Covered by Noah Igbenogany.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Haskins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be second and goal.
To second and goal.
Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Gesicki.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. And a Dolphin first down.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tua. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by goal is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the Washington offense heading out. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Haskins back to the air. Open man here, Sims complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows of throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Steven Sim. Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Haskins going to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's third and goal.
Incomplete.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He'll find Everett there, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Gain of 15. And the Dolphin first down.
On the run, it's Fournette. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Looking to pass. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 26. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
The 10-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll bang that one through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Tua Tagovailoa sack.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Tua now on first down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Tua.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fox. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dolphins 13.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
The 36-yard line.
On second down. It's Brown, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Haskins will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, Brown. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. This is Breida on the draw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To number 14. A 5-yard pickup.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
A 42-yard attempt.
Gold is able to put it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So Tua and the Dolphins down 17-16, 57 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll take over.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 11 now. Haskins going to try to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run. This is Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.